There's still a final Infinity Gauntlet to give away before the end of the year. Enter for your chance to win the 3rd screen accurate gauntlet. All you have to do is like this video, subscribe, turn on notifications, and tell me below what your favorite Marvel movie is. Although it was a wide world, we did not get the release for Spider-Man Far From Home. It was released in Brazil. In Brazil at a special con, and luckily we have second-hand accounts of the full breakdown of the trailer. Thanks to IGN, we have a full breakdown of scene for scene for what we can expect in the Far From Home trailer, or at least what was shown at the con in Brazil. The trailer opens up with Happy Hogan flirting with Aunt May, and apparently she's quite receptive. Although it isn't addressed in the trailer, we also learned that Aunt May, surprisingly, actually encourages Peter Parker's time as Spider-Man. However, she also encourages Peter to take a break. We learn that Peter, Ned, and Michelle, this universe's version of MJ, are all going on a school trip to Europe. Thus, we learned why Spider-Man Far From Home filmed all over the world, and also, of course, why it's called Far From Home. Ultimately, Peter Parker decides to leave his Spider-Man suit behind, not because he's giving up the mask or the mantle, but because he simply needs a break. Something else to point out is that the events of Avengers Infinity War or Avengers Endgame are not even referenced or mentioned in the trailer, thus spoiling nothing but confusing hordes of fans all over the world. The next shot is of the group in Venice, Italy, where there's supposedly a romance budding between Michelle and Peter, something that was hinted at the end of Homecoming. The next scene of the trailer is Peter Parker in a hotel room, where a mysterious figure appears and attempts to shoot Peter with a tranquilizer dart. Of course, as Spider-Man though, he's able to dodge it, and the figure is revealed as Nick Fury. Why he shot this dart at Peter is unknown, although I speculate he could be testing him, or it could be for some unforeseen means. Nonetheless, we know that Nick Fury is actually here to recruit Peter Parker for some help. Unfortunately though, Peter forgot his Spider-Man uniform back in Queens, but Nick Fury came prepared and presents him with several new Spider-Man suits, including the stealth suit that we've seen several pictures of that looks very similar to the Spider-Man Noir suit, as well as a more classic Spider-Man suit with the webs underneath his arm. This second suit could be the black and red suit that we've seen in various set photos in Far From Home. The next shot of the trailer is supposedly the highlight for many fans, as we see Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio. He's in his full uniform supposedly, only minus the famous fishbowl. Something else that we learned is this will actually be a team-up movie between Mysterio and Spider-Man. We learned that Nick Fury actually was the one responsible for recruiting Mysterio for a different type of mission. However, when a group known as the Elementals attack, a group made of classic Spider-Man villains such as Molten Man and Hydro Man, Mysterio was brought in to help defend the Earth against them. Again, at least initially, Spider-Man Far From Home will be a team-up movie between Spider-Man and Mysterio. In the comics, Mysterio was obsessed with becoming a hero, even impersonating Spider-Man at several points. Unfortunately, in the comics, everything turned out to be a hoax and an illusion. All the crimes were never real crimes, and were there orchestrated by Mysterio himself. Something I believe will happen in this film as well, as Spider-Man feels betrayed. Again, I believe this group known as the Elementals are actually working for Mysterio in hopes of making him a superhero inspired by the Avengers and Spider-Man, but in a negative light. The final scene of the trailer reveals the Spider-Man villain Hydro Man as he emerges from the Venice River. Apparently this is a huge action sequences with various explosions and people being attacked by Hydro Man. The trailer ends with Spider-Man attempting to attack him but falling short as Mysterio arrives to help him. The two of them fighting the new villain Hydro Man is the last sequence in the trailer that we see, but that was the full leaked description and breakdown of the trailer from Spider-Man Far From Home, as well as a lot of the information that we received from the panel. Again, some of the major points are that Aunt May actually supports Peter Parker being Spider-Man, as it was revealed to her that he was indeed Spider-Man at the end of Homecoming. Another major point is Mysterio, at least at first, is being portrayed as a hero recruited by Nick Fury as well as Spider-Man to fight a new group known as the Elementals, supposedly being led at first by Hydro Man, with Molten Man also making an appearance. We also learned that Maria Hill would also make an appearance in Spider-Man Far From Home. But that was my leaked breakdown for the trailer of Spider-Man Far From Home. Again, we can all expect the trailer sometime this week. When of course the trailer drops, I will be sure to do a shot-by-shot breakdown of it, as well as address any points that I missed in this breakdown. But leave your thoughts on this leaked description of the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer, and what do you make of Mysterio and Spider-Man teaming up? Also, what do you think will happen with Spider-Man not addressing Endgame, at least in this trailer? As always guys, don't forget to enter the giveaway for the Infinity Gauntlet, subscribe to join the team, and have a great day.